Finally, a shred of common sense pierces the fog of woke insanity. Quebec's new policy to jail inmates based on anatomical sex is a long overdue slap in the face to the corrupt, spineless liberal government that's been letting women in prisons get trampled under the guise of progress. This isn't just a win for Quebec, it's a blueprint Canada needs to adopt now to stop the 24/7 violation of female inmates. For too long, the Liberals have cowered behind their virtue-signaling banners, pandering to every fringe activist while ignoring the screams of women locked in cells with biological males who claim a gender identity to game the system. These are predators, not victims, and the liberal elite, sipping their oat lattes in Ottawa, have turned a blind eye to the assaults, intimidation, and trauma inflicted on female inmates. It's disgusting, it's shameful, and it's outright criminal negligence. The blood of every violated woman in Canada's prisons is on their hands. Quebec's public security minister deserves a standing ovation for telling it like it is. Anatomical sex matters. No more letting male-bodied inmates waltz into women's facilities because they feel like it. No more forcing female guards to strip-search men with wigs and a sob story. This policy isn't just about safety, it's about restoring reality to a system hijacked by ideological cowards. The fact that it took this long, and a string of horrifying incidents, to get here exposes the Liberal government's gutless refusal to protect the most vulnerable women in our society. Let's be clear, women in prison aren't there for a spa day. They're already in a brutal environment, and the last thing they need is the Liberals tossing them to the wolves by housing them with biological males who've committed violent crimes. The stats don't lie. Incidents of assault and harassment in women's prisons have spiked since these asinine gender policies were rammed through. And yet, the Liberals keep preaching inclusion while women are violated around the clock. It's not just incompetence, it's betrayal. This isn't about hating trans people, it's about protecting women who can't protect themselves. Quebec's policy still offers accommodations like wigs and prosthetics, so spare me the crocodile tears about transphobia. This is about stopping the liberal-driven madness that prioritizes feelings over safety. Every province needs to follow Quebec's lead, rip up the woke playbook, and put women's lives first. The Correctional Service of Canada better take notes, because their federal policies are still a dumpster fire of self-ID nonsense. The Liberals have proven they'll sell out women for a few applause lines at a pride parade. They've failed female inmates, failed female guards, and failed every Canadian who believes in basic fairness. Quebec's policy is a middle finger to that betrayal, and it's time for the rest of Canada to join the rebellion. Women deserve better than a government that sacrifices them on the altar of political correctness. Wake up, Canada! Quebec just showed you how it's done.